it's Mark Wahlberg. Welcome to Click TV.
Welcome to Click TV.
Hello, welcome back. Happy New Year.
Yes, New Year, 2013.
It's going to be a good year.
Yeah, for movies.
Yeah,
Yeah, that we're going to talk about now.
sure.
We're
We're
a
going
little
to talk
preview.
about some of our movies of 2013. I'm going to kick off. You want to
Yes, no, you kick off. You have more than me.
Yeah, I was going to start with Oblivion. I don't really know if I care about Oblivion, but it's what I'm going to
It
start
looks
with.
good.
Sure, it's
Visually.
on the 12th of April. Tom Cruise is trying to do a bit of a resurgence. Lots of sci-fi movies out this year. This would be one of the first ones. This is set, not unusually, on a future war-ravaged Earth.
Yes. It's definitely going to happen, folks.
It looks a bit strange. This is about that they saw off an alien invasion, but Earth is still ravaged and wrecked. So
Yeah.
he's kind of a caretaker, comes back and looks after it every now and then. And then he meets up with some team of survivors.
Does he look after it because there's people on it, or just because it's like
I think-
like his garden?
I don't know, actually.
Okay,
I'm
we'll
getting mixed
find
up.
out.
Honestly, I get mixed up between this and Elysium because they both seem to have quite a similar concept.
Yes, they do.
So this doesn't have Matt Damon in it. This is Tom Cruise, Olga Kurylenko, and Andrea Riseborough. It's directed by Joseph Kosinski, who last brought us Tron Legacy, which was at least 47% good.
Yeah,
So-
easy, 47%. Yeah.
So he's going for like 50% good this time.
Yeah.
The one problem I have with it, based on the trailer, is the design is so clinical and antiseptic. I don't know if
I think that's the contrast with the rough,
grittier,
ruined
real
Earth.
people. Okay.
You know?
I found it a little bit much, but that's my only thing. That's all I really know about it at this point.
Tom Cruise in it. Looks
Cruise in it.
clean.
Yes, nice design. Guy who made a movie that was almost half good. So this one might be better.
Okay, Grant. Since you started with that one, we'll follow up with Elysium, which is out on the 20th of September.
It's about cloud people, right?
Yeah, sure. Cloud people. This is the first one from Neil Blomkamp since District 9, which was his first full movie.
First
I think?
feature, yeah. Well, Halo came and didn't happen. So
Yeah,
that's what,
which was in
that's what
2009, so it's been a while since we've seen anything from him. From what I can tell, District 9 has a bit of a mixed reaction. A lot of people are like, oh, it's not that good. I think it's brilliant.
Yeah, it's great. It's fun.
Yeah, I watched it after the Chronicles of Riddick once, so you know it's a good starting point. But no, it was really interesting, and then it turned into Die Hard with aliens. So, he's thumbs up.
Yeah, and some social commentary as well, which seems to be kind of.
Yeah, absolutely. It seems to be about the rich people on a ruined, battered Earth. I don't think there was an alien invasion, but I'm not sure.
No.
There's been no trailers or anything for it yet. They live on let's say the clouds.
Let's say clouds, they live in
Yeah,
the
they
clouds.
live in the clouds, and the other people
Don't.
live on in the crap. And Matt Damon is one of these people.
One of the crap people.
Yeah, the crap people. And there's been a still release of him with a gun and a shaved head. So that's all we know about that character. But we like Matt Damon, do we?
Yes.
Sure, why not? We do like Charlton Copley.
Yes.
That's
yes.
his name.
So that's
I got it
actor
right.
from District 9.
We haven't seen him since 2010 when he was Murdoch in the A-Team.
Yeah.
So I thought he was easily the best thing in the A-Team.
I'm 18, but yeah.
No, I didn't mind it either, but he was good fun. So I like him as a performer, but he's been in nothing. So we haven't seen him in 3 years, so we'll get to see him again.
Yeah.
There's been a still release of him, and he looks normal, but he's got metal things in his face. But it might just be jewelry.
Well,
So in conclusion, we don't know much about Elysium. What happened?
no, but there'll be some cool technology. There'll be some social commentary.
Might be pig guns again.
Hopefully there'll be lots of violence.
Hopefully.
I like
That's
that.
all we can hope for in 2013. More violence.
All right. My next one is Fast and Furious 6, which is at the 24th of May, and
What's it called? Is it like Fast 6 or
It's-
Furious 6?
it seems to be
And 6.
Fast and Furious 6 right now.
Okay.
So I don't know if the titles make any sense anymore, but it doesn't
No.
matter. Was it Fast 5? No, Fast
It
and
was-
Furious 5
Rio Heist.
Rio Heist here, yeah.
That's
it was
in Europe, that's what it was
a
called.
ridiculous title, but best of the series by far.
Oh, yeah.
A ridiculously over the top, really, really cool action movie, which has rejuvenated all interest. I mean, it was the most successful by a huge amount. Justin Lin, who was a nothing director really, and he's been hanging around Fast and Furious for a while now, is now one of the biggest action directors in the world, which is kind of nuts, really.
Yeah.
He's been moved for Terminator 5, loads of other properties. I'm really looking forward to this. They shot
Yes.
this in Europe. Most of the main cast, including Michelle Rodriguez, is back, who died in the fourth one.
Don't let that out. Sure, she died in Resident Evil, she was back for that. She comes back for
That makes
things.
sense of the sci-fi universe. I don't understand how it's going to work here. But yeah, massive cast, massive stunts. They were wandering around London, tearing the crap out of things and making really, really ridiculous cars flip and everything. I'm really looking forward to this again. The 5 was just nuts, so this should be even better.
Yeah, that's true. And the Raid's Joe Taslim, is it? He was in Jacka, who was the SWAT team's captain.
The
who
somewhat good cop.
Yes, he was someone good and he died very violently.
The crap kicked out of him by
Yeah.
Mad Dog.
So he's in it, so that's good.
And Jason Statham isn't in it. He was rumoured for a long time and then said, no, fun is not something I want to do with my life.
But if we say this about films, every film Jason Statham's not in, there's going to be nothing to look forward to in 2030.
I'm still sad about it though.
Yeah, that's true. I'm going to move further into the year with Thor 2, which is out on the 8th of November. And it's directed by Alan Taylor, who hasn't really done an awful lot besides a lot of HBO stuff. So he's directed some Game of Thrones and Boardwalk Empire and some Sopranos, Nurse Jackie and Mad Men. So a lot of TV.
Not much action.
Not much action, and now he's doing this thing about a Norse war god.
But then Kenneth Branagh was the last guy. No one expected anything from him.
That's true. Let's hope he just has a decent second unit. I do know that Christopher Eccleston is the main baddie, who's like a dark elf, and if he has to have a physical confrontation with the 6'4" giant, huge man, Chris Hemsworth, it could be a little.
I think Christopher Eccleston's quite big, but if he's playing an elf, is he tiny?
No, he's not. But he's kind of old now, man.
I don't know. He was Doctor. He was a Doctor Who. But,
Which is hardly a rigorous
briefly.
physical role.
I didn't love the first Thor. I thought it was funny and fun, but maybe.
Yes. But I think after the Avengers, it might have a lot to prove that Thor can do it on his own.
We've got 2 Marvel movies next year then.
Yes, we've got Iron Man and Thor, but I chose Thor because
It's the least interesting of the 2.
Yes, it is.
That's
But
what
no,
we're all about here.
one of the things was Iron Man 3 has been confirmed that it won't have any other Avengers in it.
Yeah.
Thor 2 might. Maybe there'll be the Hulk in it. We can only pray.
You just want the Hulk and stuff.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And not just Marvel stuff, any stuff.
Just showing up random.
But I don't know. I like Chris Hemsworth. I think he does a great job in Thor. And I don't know, with some action, this could be good.
Could be fun.
Yeah.
My final-ish one is Hunger Games Catching Fire. I don't know if anyone really had any expectations for another teen movie book adaptation, but I really enjoyed the first Hunger Games. I've read the books, they're very decent. And this one is being directed by a new director, Francis Lawrence, who made Constantine and I Am Legend.
Okay.
One good film and one other film. He also made Water for Elephants, but we won't talk about that. So he's a very visually interesting director, which is something I feel like the first Hunger Games kind of didn't have. It was quite a flat sort of movie. Some of the effects weren't very, very good. So hopefully he'll bring some of his visual style to the movie. The story, it's kind of similar to the first one. I don't know if people have read the book, but it should have some new elements. The cast is really good. I love Jennifer Lawrence in pretty much anything. So
That's true.
This will be of interest to me. My final one then was just because The Hobbit is still in cinemas now. The Desolation of Smaug will be out on the 13th of December.
Has a great title, if you think about it. The
It's not
Desolation of
subtle.
Smog?
Yeah, it's not depressing.
Nothing
sort of.
hits you around the head like that.
But of all 3 movies, this has the potential to be most interesting because it just has the most stuff in it.
Yeah.
Not much happened in the first one. The third one sounds like it's going to be mostly Battle of 5 armies and then walking. So this will have Smaug, it'll have Mirkwood, it'll have Rivertown, and the whole barrel rider thing, which they've released pictures of. So I'm really looking forward to that. Desolation of Smaug. It's Peter Jackson again, that massive cast of nondescript dwarves who apparently people can tell the difference of.
I can't. Hopefully some of them get culled. Like,
that'd be nice, yeah.
8 of them just culled.
I'd
Get
love if they
4.
could wear name badges.
Yeah, that'd be
It would
alright.
make my life easier. So that's a look at some of the movies we're looking forward to in 2013.
Yeah.
There are many, many more, and we'll be previewing them on the site over the next few months on techonline.com.